Hello and how are you? My name is Mahindo Mubarak and I welcome you to our fourth video of learning how to create an e-commerce web application using PHP from scratch or using plain PHP. In the previous videos, the previous three videos, if you've not watched them, I really recommend you to go and watch them. So in this video, we're going to concentrate on now working on the implementation of logout logic. In the previous videos, we were able to create the account, we were able to log in. Now in this video, we're going to work on the logout logic. So I hope you're good to do this with me. If you are, then let's do it. Okay, so in the very first place, you can see here where at least we can tell that someone is logged in and we're able to do what? To show their name, okay? So when someone clicks here, you should not see this pop up again of login. Okay, you should just be taken to your orders when you click here or to your account if you're already logged in. So to do that, we'll just go straight to our project and then remove and then come here where there is here. Where is the modal? Where there is the modal. This is the thing that is launching up the modal. Okay, this one. So we want to put the logic that in case you're logged in this part, it should show another link that takes you to the what? To your account. So to do that, we'll just again call our method, this method of checking if someone is logged in. Just put if is logged in, and then I'll duplicate this guy and then come and close this curly bracket here. Okay, and then put the else part. Okay, again duplicate and close. So here we're going to put the link in case someone is logged in, and here I will put the link in case someone is not logged in. So I'm just going to copy this very link that's already there, this one that is launching the modal, this one. I'll copy it and come and put it here. Okay, I'll put it there, and then I'll come and put here now in case someone is logged in. I'm going to put now the link that will take someone to their account. Okay, so I'll just come and put here navbar, then I remove here this data bs toggle, I remove this modal, and then I remove this href, and in case I'm going to put here now orders link. Okay, orders link, account orders link. If I don't want to make a mistake, I can just simply come and copy that link as how we wrote it here. Okay, how we wrote it here. Where is it anyway? Here, exactly. So I'll come and copy it and paste it here. Remember, we are in head. So I'm pasting it here to account. So instead of launching the modal, it will implement this one in case someone is already logged in. So let's go ahead and refresh. Great. So click there, you see, it takes you to your account. Okay, so by the way, also this home, let me remove this guy from home. So you are going to just look here where there is a HTML index.html. So look for index.html here. It's in the header. Here it is, here index2, this guy. Okay, look for this guy, index-2.html. Let us put there our main path, which is stroke, of course. Okay, stroke will take you to the main path. So let's come and refresh. Here it takes us to the main site. No, not that. How are we going to do it? Because it's going to be dynamic. It's going to be dynamic. So I don't know. Let us create a method that will be bringing the. Let us create the constant for our what? For our site link, because if we do like this, it will be disturbing. Okay, so let's go ahead and create a constant for our site link. So we'll just go to functions, and here on top of functions, you're going to create some constants, and among the constants, we can even put the database name and the rest. Okay, so you can put here define, is it capital letters or small letters? Define, the first thing you pass the constant name. So the constant name, the first one is going to be base URL. Okay, base URL, and the base URL is going to be the URL for your project. So if your local host is, come and copy this URL for your project, right? This one. So if you have a different URL, what, go ahead and copy exactly that you have and put it here, because the one that we're going to be using, that when you put our project online on internet, you should not again have that problem of redirection. That is base URL. In fact, you can even define here the databases and the rest in these constants. So we can now create a function that will be generating URLs. Okay, you can create a function that will be generating URLs. In fact, so that you should stop this problem of suffering with URLs. So let's create that function. Okay, so that function, it will be let's call it URL. We'll be just calling that function of URL and give it something, and then create for us a clean URL. So it will be getting here what we call path. Okay, it's called path, and then it will be, by default, let us make that path to be /. Okay, so it will be getting this base URL. It will be returning base URL dot, and then it adds the path dot path. Okay, dot path. So that will be the task of this guy, dot path. So okay, so we're getting the base URL and adds the path. So let's go ahead and see if it works. So we'll just simply come now. You see, hope you've understood it. Now let's go ahead and do that here in the head. Okay, so let us look for that index whatever here. So let's go ahead and put our PHP question mark equal sign, and then we call this URL, and then we just pass the /, or you can just pass nothing. Okay, let's go ahead and see. Refresh. You see, you click there, it takes us to the home page. That's beautiful. We no longer suffer now with what? With URL. Click there, take you to the home page. You click here, take you to my account. You click there, take you to the home page. Click here, take you to my account. That is great. Okay, so now if you're in my account, the next thing that we have to check, we'll have to check if you're really logged in, because someone can find a way how to get this link and they try to access my account before they really log in. So how are we going to do that? I'm going to do that. Okay, we're going to do that by creating a method allow logged in users. Okay, so let's go ahead and create that method. We're going to go here and say, how should you call it? We should call it protected area. I don't know. Yeah, maybe logged in. Allow logged in users. I don't know how we'll call it. Let's call it protected area. So that method is going to be allowing, if you call that method will only be allowing logged in users to access that particular areas. So let's go ahead and put this function, create here, come to functions here, and create that method here. Okay, we're going to call it protected areas. Okay, so then call it protected areas. You're in function, remember, protected area. Okay, or you say private area or logged in users, whatever I call it. Okay, protected area. So this protected area will first check if the guy is logged in. If he's not logged in, it will kick you out back to what? Home page. So let's go ahead and do that and do the protected area part. Okay, so it will just check if is not set. If is set, so it will just put here the opposite here, not like this. Okay, if it's not set, the session of what? Of user. It's not set the session of user, it should redirect you to the login page. First of all, we can first set the message alert. I hope, can I access alert like this? I don't know. Let's see if we'll allow to access alert, and then the type will be danger. I can say maybe warning, and then the message will be login before you proceed. Login before you proceed. Or can say maybe unauthorized access. I'm going to pass here. Unauthorized access. comma login before you proceed. So that is the function that we'll be calling to check if something is for the area that are protected. So the next thing, we have to redirect header and then say location, and then you take this user to what? To login.php. And then we die. We don't allow this user to go beyond here in case it's not logged in. So we'll be calling these methods on top of every file that you want to protect. So for example, this account orders is protected. So immediately after including the what, we can even first require once, even before you include the header, require once the files stroke functions .php, require the functions. The next thing, check this guy if he's logged in. Okay, if he's not logged in, he will not go beyond here. Okay, yeah, that's it. Let's go ahead and see that if it works. Beautiful, it works. Okay, now let's go ahead and log out and work with the logout logic. So where shall we put the logout logic? I also don't know. I think we should put here the logout button here, right? Let's put the logout button here. So to put the logout button here, what we will do, we will just look for this payment method, of which you can find here under account orders. Just search for payment method here. So here, instead of payment method, in fact, we can remove that payment method and put the logout. Okay, that's sign out is already there. Sign out. I'm not seeing it. Where is that thing? Sign out, as I'm not seeing it. Sign out. Is it in the modal? I don't know. Addresses, profile, addresses, profile info. I think it's somewhere here. Let us look at the original template. Okay, it is thing under account here. Let's just go ahead and use this one. Let's go ahead and use this guy. Okay. So payment methods. I'm seeing sign out button here, but I cannot see it in the UI. See, its addresses here, and I'm pointing at that right place. Oh yeah, it is hidden on the large screens. It is hidden on the large screens. It's only shown on the small screens. Okay, let's remove this guy. Then it will be visible. Refresh. Sign out is there. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the logic of signing out the user when they click here. So this is the link here. Okay, so let's go ahead and create this link, and it's going to go to signup.php, signout.php, stroke sign. I can make it logout, logout.php. So that's going to be our logout file. So refresh, click there, logout.php. So let's go ahead and create that logout file, Ctrl+N, Ctrl+S, logout.php. There it is. Now open bracket, php. So the first thing is start session start. Just include the function of this function. Okay, function, or the function. Include these functions. Where did you include them? Here. Once include functions, then let's do the logout logic. We can also write a method for logging out. Let us write a function for logging out. Okay, let us just log out. Let us write the method for logging out, okay, to just be systematic. So we're going to write a function for logging out. So to log out, just can even duplicate this method of is logged in, duplicate it, and call this one log out. Okay, so log out to just unset. Okay, if it's set, it just unset this session, unset everything that is in this session. You can even unset the entire session so that someone should start afresh. So after, you have to direct this person to login page or to home page. Okay, so let us redirect this person to home page. Once someone logs out, should we take him to login page or to home page? That is yours to discuss. Okay, so I check if this guy is set, I unset, and then I set back this guy to login page. So now on login page, I'll go ahead and call this method in the logout function, logout file. Okay, so I include the, and then I call this method logout. Okay, so maybe you should also send a message and say alert and say success and pass logged out successfully. Okay, so that's it. So it means that here we have logged out user successfully. Now let's go ahead and refresh. Logged out successfully. Now you can see. You see now here we are now saying sign in. So if I try to access a protected file like account orders, okay, now you see unauthorized access, login before proceed, and I'm redirected to the login page. That's amazing. So let's go ahead and try to sign in. You can see your account was signed in successfully. That is great. Okay, that is so great. You can now log in and log out. Great. Now what else? You can log in, you can log out, you can go to home page. Now we are moving. So the next thing that you're going to do now is now to upload products. Okay, you should be able to add a product. So first of all, we'll have to determine what we need to collect when you're adding a product. So just come to the template and you see how we add a product. So come to account and come here to vendor, set vendor, and then come here to product add. Okay, so this is the form that you have for adding a product. So just add new product, and then we'll have a product title, then we'll have the photos. You can use here the drop zone, and then we'll have the description, and then we will have the price and selling price. Then we have the product tags separated with commas, and then we have product file for sale. I don't know what's that. And then we have here some product uploads. Uploading a product. Okay, so that much said, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead. We'll begin with product category, and then after we'll do the rest. Okay, so we have a lot of things to do because this is the main part, and they're going to finish here too much time. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so first of all, a product will have a category, so it means that we'll need a category first. Okay, and then after you can upload products. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I'll begin by going to my database, and we select a specific database that we're working with, and then here we're going to create our category. Okay, we're going to create the categories. So the product category. So I'll just go ahead and say a new table, and then I'm going to call this one categories. So this one we're going to have products categories. I think it's the first thing that we're going to do even before we even create a product, because a product category, a product will depend on what? On a category. So product categories. Now the first thing, a product category will have an ID. It will have an integer, and then it will have a default what? A default value? No, it will be incrementing the integer of this product. Okay, so after doing that, the next thing, the product category will have a name. Maybe I can make it text, and this product category will also have a what? Will also have photo. I can make it text. Now it start getting interesting, and maybe this category, product category, will have the parent, parent or parent ID in case it is a subcategory. So it will have a parent ID. Okay, so what else? It will have description. Can add here. It will have description, description. This can be also text, and also it will have what? A slug. No, let's leave the slug part. Okay, so can make this one nullable, 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 nullable. Okay, so let's go ahead and create the what? Category. So I'll just go ahead and say save. Okay, so you now have the table of what? Of product categories. So now the next thing you're going to do now, we're going to now create the form for product category. Okay, of adding a product category. Then after product category, then we'll have the products themselves. So let's go ahead and do that. First thing that you're going to put, you're going to separate this sidebar so that it should be independent, and we should be able to do what? To program it from a side and avoid us repeating ourselves. So this sidebar and this top bar, they're going to be put in a separate file. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I'll just simply come to a project. That's the first thing that I'm going to do right now, to put this sidebar aside so that we should not repeat ourselves when coding them. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to come to our accounts, orders, and look for this sidebar. Okay, so I'll come and collapse this guy where there is my orders, collapse. I'll come and collapse that. I think this is the title, that top title, that title bar. Okay, that title bar, it is there. I think, do we need also to put it aside, separate? What do you think? Yeah, let's put it. No, let's leave the title bar there. We will repeat ourselves. Title bar, title bar, title bar, title bar. Do you need it anyway? Let me see when we have it. Title bar. It will be showing just the title and account, and this one don't need it. It's not dynamic that much. Sort orders. It's not dynamic. It has also a sign out button. It's not dynamic. Let's leave the title bar there. We'll just make only the sidebar aside, this one to be dynamic. So I can cut this sidebar. Okay, refresh. So we're going to put that sidebar in a separate file. So let's go ahead and create that and do that. So I'll just simply come here to file and then come and say new file, and come and put account dash sidebar.php. So we go ahead and paste that account sidebar there. So let's go ahead and call it. So if you refresh here, it's not there. So we're going to call it. So to call it, I can be like renaming so I can get the real name. So I'll go ahead and call it in this where we removed it. So I'm just going to say include, put here PHP and put, close it and put require once, and then we call files stroke the sidebar. Great. So if you come and refresh, the sidebar should be there, meaning that we'll be now writing only one time and then we reuse many. That's beautiful. So now we see that we're beginning with what? With accounts, with categories, setting the categories. Okay. So let's go ahead and create categories. Well, let's go ahead and first remove all these unnecessary things. Let's go ahead and remove all the unnecessary things that are in this sidebar, and then we can start putting our own. So I'll begin. This is our account orders. Let me first create a simple layout. So I'll begin by removing this account orders table here and just say I remove the pagination, I remove this toolbar, I can say main content go here. Okay, so come and refresh. Main content go here. So we don't need it from that top. Just go ahead and see this toolbar may remain. Can put here maybe main content go here. Let me see where it is. His main content go here. So yeah, that's it. That's where main content will be going. So the next thing, we have to save this my orders as a what? As a template, so that we can be able to reuse it again and again. Okay, we're going to save it as a template. So I'm going to save it by saying save as, and maybe I can call it account template. So when you want to start another account thing, we'll be just coming and copy and paste this one template. Okay, so the next thing, we're going to remove these unnecessary things here, so that we should have things that we have worked on only that are displaying here. So I'll just go ahead and come here to sidebar, and then the next that we're going to do, we're going to add the categories. So I'll come here and remove this dashboard, and then we're going to add here the what? Categories. Orders, you see, have orders. So I can remove all these sections and then you add the categories. So here in configuration, let's remove all these so that we can have a clean thing. Okay, so I can put here maybe admin dashboard. So here in the section of admin, the first thing that we're going to add there, did you remove the logout? No, let's leave it there. So in this section of admin, we are going to add their products categories. Products categories. Okay, so now let's go ahead and create the file for products categories. So everything that is concerned the admin, maybe we'll be beginning it with what? With the word admin. Okay, so we're going to put here admin categories. Or can put, I don't know how I should say it, but admin categories. So we know that will be a file that concerns admin categories. I mean categories for the products. Because this same dashboard will be logged in by what? By normal users or customers. Products categories. So just go ahead and create a file, and we're going to reference it to as admin-categories.php. So that's going to be a file that will be handling the what? The categories part. Okay, so let's go ahead and create it. So we'll just simply come here and say Ctrl+N, Ctrl+S. This is the file of categories. Now if you come and refresh here, you'll see products categories. Click on products categories. It is taking us to admin categories. Is it not found? Yes, it's not found because we save it here in files. We have to remove it and put it here outside. Okay, put it outside. I'd saved it in files. Okay, so save, refresh, admin categories. So you see this admin categories, it does not have anything. So what you're going to do, you're just going to go to template, account template, copy everything there, come and paste here. So that account template is where we'll be beginning from when we want to create an account file. So refresh, you see everything is there. So instead of putting here my orders, we're going to change it and put categories. So come here, my orders, change it to put categories. Okay, I can simply say products categories like this. So maybe you can also add my orders dashboard, my orders on dashboard. So come here to sidebar. Okay, sidebar here and duplicate it. Duplicate it and add it there, my orders. How did you call it? Account orders. Account dash orders. Okay, so now that account orders will be outside the administrator's dashboard. So I'm going just to duplicate this. So admin dashboard will be on top, and this one will be just my account, this section, and my account will have my account orders and we'll have my account orders and what? My orders. And they'll sign out. So admin will have for now categories, the admin section. Categories, products categories. So I hope you are together. So if you come and refresh, now you can see we have two sections. For administration, we have products categories. And then you have my orders. This is just for orders, for administration and my orders. That is great. That's great. And there is sign out. So when you click here, you see my products categories. In fact, should be products category, not my orders. Where is it? Here. Change it to admin dash categories. Okay, that's great. So refresh. Click here, admin categories. Products categories. Click here, my orders. Products categories, my orders. Products categories, my orders. Now, this is the place now we're going to add now the logic of listing the categories of products as well as creating new ones. So let's do that in the next what? In the next video of how to add a product with its photo and all that logic. Let's do it in the next video. Hope you not miss. Goodbye.